Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do the second take on this event for these pictures. So this is take two. So it's going to be these ones of my older daughter, and I don't know why I'm showing you them twice, but I'm showing you them twice. And I'm going to use this paper from Pink Fresh Studio and this paper from Studio Calico called Diana. The Pink Fresh Studio one is called Keep Growing. It is from my counterfeit challenge kit, and there is a video up on my channel doing that. And then this one is cut down to about 5 inches widthwise, and it's 12 inches across. And I cut my photos down because I was thinking of doing vertical with these ones, and so I got them down and I'm playing around, and so I thought maybe straight up and down, and knowing I have to fix some of that, it's not a big deal. And I'm like not quite loving it straight up and down, so I tried a little bit diagonal, but don't quite like that either, so I'm trying it even more diagonal. So I did fuss around with it for a little bit, so I cut out some of that fussing, and so I do like it even more at a diagonal, and so that's what I'm probably going to go with. Well, not probably, that is what I go with. And so I'm just going to tape my photos together so they end up 2.5 by 2.5, and I'm going to tape them together with washi tape just so that they're all lined up and they're easy to move around and navigate where I actually want them. And so that's this part. And so now they're all taped together, and now I can figure out how much on each side that I'm going to want, because now I know I want to do it this way, but I know now that I don't have enough to span all the way across the page then. And I wouldn't have if it would have been a 12 by 12 page either. So that is what it is. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. So it's going to be, they're about 1.5 inches, and then I'm just going to washi tape them together and line them up with my photos. Get this one side all situated, and then do the other side. And then I decided I did want like black or something peeking out the bottom and the top, so I'm just going to put the black cardstock on right away. And then I like that better. I will use some of the cutoff pieces from the one I'm taping down right now for the right side of the page, so that's not a big deal. And then I moved this up a little bit more than I had actually anticipated doing, but it is what it is, which gives me a little bit more black on the bottom than I had originally planned for. But I will use that space later. And so then I take one of the pieces that is cut off at the top and has the same angle as the other side, and I just trimming down this one edge is a little wonky, I don't know why, but it is. So I just trimmed it down, and then it's going to go up here, and then I'm going to piece together the other couple pieces and line it up with my photos, and so then that works really well. And there we go. I'm just going to snip this piece off, and now I've got that Diana Studio Calico paper on, and then I'm going to place some of these Pink Fresh Studio flowers on. I used it on the take one with her sister for the same event, so I want to use some of the same embellishments, and I did make you watch, but I fussy cut around a bunch of them that I hadn't yet. I also pulled out some from this Pretty Sweet kit, and this is where all those other flowers are from. I've got 4 left in that package now, I think. And I'm going to start with my title. So my title is also going to be New Do, and it is in the same puffy alpha as I did with my other daughter's page, which is from Delightful from Hip Kit Club, and it's going onto a journal card from the Pretty Sweet from Hip Kit Club. So that's one of the ones I showed you when I came back. So I thought I'd line it up this way. Then I try and move it over a little bit the other way. The balance wasn't quite right, and I didn't like the balance there either. So I'm just going to move it back over, but I'm going to cut the D down just a little bit so that the O can slide in a little bit better, and I like that more. And then I decide to write the date here, but I don't like it. So in a minute it's going to get covered up, and I'm going to put the date underneath the do. And then these foam squares were giving me trouble today, so I fight with it. They didn't want to stick, and then when I went to pull off the backing, they didn't want to stick, and they were coming off when I was doing it. They're sticking fine now. I don't know what's going on with them, but yeah, I don't make me watch all of the fussing, but just on this one. See, they didn't want to stick. I don't know. It was really frustrating. So then I'm trying to rub them down so that the adhesive sticks to that flower piece, but it's doing it now, so it is what it is. And then this ladybug is going to go here. I'm going to use one of these foam squares, and that one goes just fine. I don't know. This one sheet of them hasn't been so wonderful, but that is so excited. It came from the Pretty Sweet die cuts as well. And this camera came from Awesome Life from Hip Kit Club, and it's going to go there. And these two butterflies that are going on right now, or this one anyway, came from the Pretty Sweet package as well. And so I'm just putting the foam adhesive on the outside of the wings so the body can be stuck down to the paper. And that's because the flowers are stuck down. I do put them on a couple different ways. These die cut hearts also came out of that set, so I'm going to scatter those around. I'm going to get some things on, and I'm trying to be strategic and hide where those seams are in that Studio Calico paper with the heads on it, because I don't want to look at the seams, but I did want to have it on this page, so, and I didn't want to have it straight across like the other one, so dishing out a few different things. Not so much. I'm going to use this bigger one, and I like that. Just trying to get it balanced between both sides, because I don't want that paper covered in the whole length of both of them, and I do want to see those heads in behind. But now here comes in this other butterfly. And just getting some more of those pinkfish flowers down, and it's getting pretty close to being done here already. So get the last of these die cut hearts on, and them sprinkled helps fill in those spaces without covering up too much, which I like. This piece is just a circle, yes, that came from that Pretty Sweet package, and then playing with those two, and I don't like that, but I don't like the black in the bottom. So I'm going to think about that for a second while I put yellow enamel dots scattered around, just to bring some more of that yellow from the title everywhere. But it's in the flowers and it's on the background paper, so it's not really a big deal. But I used up some yellow ones, so that works out well. And then this is where I'm going to hide the date. And if you heard the door, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to try flowers down here I'm going to try, I don't like the balance of that. So that one, nope. This banner, nope. This So Excited it's going to come back. And it works because my kids are always super excited to go get their hair done. So why not? And then I'm going to bring in these puffy hearts. And so those are from the Dream Big Hip Kit Club. And that's the last of those puffy ones. And I'm just doubling them up on, mostly on those die cut hearts. But sprinkling them in a couple different places. One goes on the camera lens. Just taking a look at it to see if there's anything else I want to do. And then I do want to just pull some of this up so that there's a little dimension in this one. And then that's my 15-year-old's hand. And she's like, oh, you put a ladybug on my page. So that was her hand saying, hey, there's a ladybug. And so here's some close-ups. If you liked my video today, please make sure you give me a thumbs up. There'll be a playlist and another video coming up, and there's also the subscribe. So if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love to have you. If you have, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for subscribing, and thanks for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day.